Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So welcome to today's lesson. Welcome to today's lesson where we're going to look at the topic manage bar operation, and the session will be bar duties assigned as per job description. But first of all, let us begin with the roll call. Naomi? Naomi?
Present.
Miriam? Ndumi? Miriam?
Present.
Okay. So let us have a review of the
Present.
Thank you. Let us have a review of the previous lesson where we looked at the different parts of a bar. So the first one that we mentioned was the front bar. This is where the guests sit and sip their drinks in the restaurant. We also have the other part, which is the back bar. This is the area where the bartender mixes all their drinks before service. And lastly, we had the underbar, where the refrigerators are kept and sinks, so as the cleaning of the equipment in the bar continues as the day's activities are on. So for today's session, which will be bar duties as assigned as per job description, and our learning outcomes are, by the end of the session, the trainee should be able to identify the duties and responsibilities of a bartender and also state the qualities of a bartender. So let me share my screen so that you're able to follow up through the class. Are we able to view the screen from your end? Are you able to view the screen?
No.
Okay, let me.
No.
Here, coming up. A minute as I work on that. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So as I said, our session is bar staff job description and their duties and responsibilities as given out in the job description. So first of all, we need to understand what a job description is. So a job description outlines what is expected of an employee and helps define the necessary skills for their job. Therefore, the description should be very clear and concise, straight to the point, so that the person operating is able to know what they're supposed to do, at what time, and how to do it to their fullest expectation as per the standards of the restaurant. So when we move to the next slide, we have the staffing. Depending on the various establishments, according to their size and even numbers of staff, it can vary, as some are large and others are small. So today we look on the small type of a restaurant, where the restaurant includes very few staff members. So their organization structure will be very small, as they do not have a large number of staff. So as seen on the organization structure, we have the bar manager as the topmost operator, and under him or her we have the assistant bar manager, followed by the head bartender, who also takes care of the sommelier, the bartender, and the bar waiter. So below the bartender and the bar waiter, there are trainees who are able to learn from their superiors and get to know how the job goes on a real industry. Therefore, the trainees are trained by the bartender and the bar waiter on the various drinks that are to be served and how it should be done to the guests. So let us look at the bar staff and their duties. So can Naomi tell us one of their duties? Naomi, one of the duty of a bar staff?
Interact with customers and take orders for drinks.
So as a bartender, you need to interact with your customers. You need to create a friendly atmosphere where they're able to give their orders freely. And also, as a tender, you are able to explain to them what other drinks you have on offer for them to buy and order. Are there any other duties? Ndumi?
Yes, madam. Oh, arrange and put order in the bar so as to have an attractive display.
So this is very important in the bar as it is on the view of the customers. They should be able to see it clearly. Thus, the area should be kept neat and very clean. The arrangement of the glasses and the drinks should be attractive so as to bring customers closer and be able to, thus being able to have higher sales as a restaurant where you're able to make more profit for your organization. Then the next item that we have are the qualities. As a bartender, you need to have certain qualities or attributes for you to be able to carry out the different tasks assigned to you as per your job description. So one of the qualifications that he or she should possess is having a customer service skill. You should be able to be friendly to your guests and be attentive to their needs as pertaining to what they're ordering. Thereby, you have to have a sharp memory, which will help to remember all the orders that have been given to you, and also avoid mixing up the orders, which will create a confusion and even bring about commotion. Thus, as the guests are going to complain, which we might end up losing most of the customers. What other qualifications do we have for the guest? For the bartender, sorry.
Okay, the bartender should have an active listening skills and good memory for remembering orders.
So good, have an active listening skills, as you have mentioned in the previous point. And also you should be a good team player. You should be able to work well with the other members of the staff, as team also bring about orderness where you are able to carry out the various tasks that are given in the shortest time possible. You are able to help each other out and maximize on the number of customers that are around. So giving out an example, imagine as a bartender, you have multiple orders which are coming in simultaneously. How will you carry out that and still ensure that there is excellent customer service? What do you think as a bartender you should be able to accomplish? That What I'm asking is, you have multiple orders which are coming in at the same time, but you need to ensure that you give out the best services to your ability. What will you do as a bartender? Anyone who can state what they should do?
I think I can.
Sorry?
Okay, so as we discussed, the bartender should be having the qualification. The bartender
Yes.
so they should help in picking the orders so as not to miss out any. Yeah.
That is a good point. So as a bartender, you should be able to prioritize orders based on their urgency. Then address the simple request. For example, in case there is an order on beer, you can be able to just grab the beer bottle and take it to the intended customer, and then come back and handle the complex one. For example, if you have an order of cocktail, once you've given out the order of beer, you come back and tackle the complex ones, such as the cocktails, and you should also consider the urgency of the customers who have requested other orders and aim to serve those who have been waiting longer first, and still acknowledge the other orders from the other guests. So thereby, in summary, as a bartender, you should be very responsible and comply to the rules so that you're able to give out the best of the services and have the ability and the knowledge to mix various ingredients and come up with a very classic ingredients. So therefore, innovativity is a key skill to a bartender. So for the assignment, anyone with a question before the assignment? Anyone who has a question or clarification on the session that you just carried out?
No question. Okay.
Okay. So for the assignments that I'm going to give next, which should be done in groups and brought out for marking, you are to discuss on the various bar equipment and their uses, and also, if possible, be able to draw them so that you're able to master and remember them as you continue with the learning process. So therefore, this will mark the end of our lesson, and thank you very much for your participation. See you in the next class.